Hey guys, just a quick update based on what the College Board released earlier today. Since it came out after I talked, I didn't really see everybody in all of the Zoom sessions. But continue working on the items that we're in. A couple of changes that we've made or I've made based on the AP announcement. They've deleted Unit 8, so we don't have to work on that. So I did make some changes to the planner. I'll show you that in just a second. To delete some of the things that I was doing that was kind of included in Unit 8. Like, for example, we don't have to do the mean value theorem for integrals, which I had coming up in a set of notes. So actually, I deleted one set of notes out of our rotation. They are also providing these remote learning resources. So I did want you guys to kind of go and look at that. And where we want to look at down here at the AP calculus. One of the things that I changed in the schedule was Unit 7, which is going to be the last unit that we need to cover, is pretty short, pretty much self-contained unit. We've already started talking about differential equations in Unit 6. And so I don't really need to finish Unit 6 before you guys get a little intro into Unit 7. And it's a pretty short unit. So the nice thing will be is I think we can kind of finish up all new material before we go to spring break. Now, what they're going to be doing, I deleted the 3 videos I had on the more topics with FTC and definite intervals because that was actually Unit 8 material that they are not going to be testing on anymore. And so to replace those videos that I took out, I would like you to go ahead and participate in the AP lessons that will give you the 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3 information. I'm going to watch that with you guys. I'm pretty sure that they would be available as a recording somewhere. They'll be sending out more information on this, but I did want you to put it on your schedule that at 2 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. My understanding is that these are going to be through Facebook, a Facebook Live video, but I'm sure they're going to be sending out information and some links for this, and I'll let you know as soon as I know. But I would like you to participate and watch the 3 videos on this to kind of get our Unit 7 material. And then I'll supplement after I view them myself and I see kind of what they included in these lessons. I'll add in some additional extra practice and some comments as needed for that. So I do want to add that in as some things for you to do next week. And so let's just take a look real quick at the planner since that is kind of some changes that I made on that. Planner. All right, it has to load a little bit. Let me get down here to the end. All right, so here's where that is, and let me just zoom in a little bit. Can I do that? I think I can do it. Control. Okay, so right now we are, what is today? Today's the 20th. So you guys are right now finishing up all the practice that's on the Riemann sums and the definite integrals and that. So you'll be working on the same thing. I didn't really change anything here. So finish the information from the College Board and then the circuit writing on interpreting the Riemann sums. So next week, what we're going to be working on is there are 2 videos on how the fundamental theorem of calculus and is related to the accumulation. And then there are 2 videos on properties of definite integrals. And if you didn't notice, I moved some of the practice to the end. I moved them down here to homework 76 and homework 77 because I wanted those things to happen at the end after you had all the material. On Wednesday, there are 2 videos on the fundamental theorem of calculus and definite integrals, which is going to start talking a little bit about the algebraic way of calculating those. So that will kind of finish up the FTC stuff that we have to do. But I would like you to watch on Wednesday at 2 p.m. the 7.1 Thursday at 2 p.m. the 7-2 notes or topic lessons, and the 7-3 at 2 p.m. on Friday. So I took off that extra set of class notes that I had, which was a continuation of the fundamental theorem of calculus, because those were topics that were in Unit 8, which was deleted. And like I say, as soon as I know links, I'll send them to you. So that leaves us the week before spring break. We're gonna do the techniques of integration. That's like your derivative rules. So now these are your integration rules. So this is going to be how do you work backwards from chain rule, which is the one that you are required to know. So we're going to do 2 sets of notes on practicing on that. Pretty straightforward. I don't think anybody will have too much trouble with that. I am going to go ahead and do the additional integration techniques. Simply because they definitely included that in, still left that in, so I am going to go ahead and do those notes. And then I've reserved some time at the end of the week to kind of supplement what they did in the AP classroom or the lessons from the College Board. I'll add some more detail to that once I know. I will activate all the AP Classroom Unit 7 and Unit 6 material so that you can be practicing on that. So that'll kind of get us through spring break, and then we'll just take a week off. And then coming back, I should have some more information. They're going to announce on this day, on April 3rd. I'll just put it on here, College Board test info announced. So we'll have a little bit more information about what the dates are and how we're going to go about doing the testing. You're not going to be taking a full 3-hour test like we've done in the past. It's going to be a shortened version. My understanding is that it's going to be only FRQs, that there's not going to be any multiple choice in there. So it's pretty much going to be a 45-minute administered online. They'll give us more information about how that's going to run. So just be aware that announcement is going to come out on the 3rd, so we won't know anything else before then. They will start giving us a few more resources for review, like what types of FRQs that they might be focusing on. So I'm going to wait, hopefully, until we get that announcement so that I can target the practice that we're going to do more toward the types of AP questions and FRQs that they're going to be asking in this shortened version of the test. All right, so make sure you take a look at the planner. That's really all I had. I just wanted to make sure we had a short announcement just so you had the same information that I do. Keep checking back to that webpage, the College Board website, because they're going to add more things here to this of review topics, so you certainly can preview that as well. Make sure you're checking your email, and if anybody has any questions, I'll try to set up a Zoom again next week. I can definitely do 4th and 5th period before the AP lesson on that Friday. And I might run the 8th period AP at around 3:30 or so. Just again, touch base, come in, ask questions, see if there's anything else that you want to get some information on before we have, I just don't want you to be lost. Feel free to email me, ask me any questions. I can respond with little tiny videos that I don't necessarily upload to YouTube, but straight to your email to go over some things if you have some questions. So hopefully things are going well with you and your family. Just let me know if you need anything. And I'll touch base next week. Thanks. Have a good weekend.